What's up everyone, RyFX here. Oh, and let me get this out of the way. And welcome to my review of the Xbox One S Gears of War 4 Limited Edition console. On the front of the box we have this nice picture with all the characters from Gears of War 4 and the Xbox itself, as well as the controller. This is probably the nicest box, at least in terms of graphics, that's on the box that I've pretty much seen from the Xbox One S line. On this side of the box we see it has a 2 terabyte hard drive, 4K Ultra HD, video streaming, upscaling, as well as 4K Blu-ray, and can play select Xbox 360 games. And on the back side we just see a bigger picture of what we saw on the front, except without the console itself, and it says Gears of War and Microsoft. And on the top of the box, this is pretty much all you have to see, not much. And on the bottom it's just the same old with the serial number and warning labels. Now let's open it up. Don't tear the tape off, just use use a knife or something, because I ripped the graphics off. I guess they're using a cheap box. And here's the welcome. It's a little different than before. Instead of green, it has a Gears of War logo on it, and the whole box is themed Gears of War. It is really cool. They really went all out with this. So in this part of the box, you can see like the power cables and the HDMI cable in here. Then when we pull this out, this is where the game is. So you're given a digital code as well as a stand. It's not a black stand, it's just a red stand that matches the console itself, which is a really nice touch. I'm glad they did that. And you receive the Ultimate Edition, which is the $100 edition of the game with all the collectibles, as well as a 14-day trial of Xbox Live and your warranty guide. Now let's pull the Xbox out. And the packaging around the Xbox itself is different as well. It's black instead of like the white packaging. Now let's take this off very carefully so we don't damage anything. Take this nice piece of tape off, and there you go. The Gears of War 4 Xbox One S console. It looks awesome. Now here's a close-up look of it. You can see all the different colors of red just looking like blood splatter, and then you can see the cog on the vents there, and then right here it's all like scratch marks, like something clawed into it, and it's all etched into it. You could feel it. It's not something that was just graphically done. It was just looks like it's been scratched right into there. It looks awesome. Just a level of detail on all the different colors of just paint all over it just look incredible. Now let's remove this stupid sticker so we can see this paint job a little bit better. And yeah, even under the sticker there's more of those scratch marks and more of that just colored. And you can see that the bottom half is like a burgundy color, I would say, a very dark red or blood red. Now let's turn it to the side. This would be considered the top if you were to put it on the stand. And still you could see there's different colors all in those vents as well. And on the back it's just a red color, and you get all the same ports as a normal Xbox One S. And on the bottom here you could see there's tiny hints of different colors as well on the vents. And of course you could see the Omen on the top. Now I'm going to put it like this so then I could put it on the stand. There's little holes right here where you could just insert the stand. And the stand itself has those slits. And then you just push down until you hear a click. And there's the stand. And on the bottom of it, you see the Xbox symbol as well as the Phoenix symbol. Then it says Xbox One, and this is model 1681. And then on the other side, you see Hello from Seattle. Really nice touch there. It makes the Xbox feel a lot special, like it's handled with a lot more care. Now let's open up this package that I never opened. On this side you get your HDMI cable, which is rated 4K. And on this side you get your power cable and of course your controller. The packaging as well is also different from the regular Xbox One S packaging. It's in black. And this is the Gears of War 4 controller that comes with it. Oh, and don't forget the batteries that also come with it. And the inside of the packaging has a lot of detail to it as well. They didn't skip out on the detail of the packaging. They went all out. Here's a close-up look at the controller. Just like the Xbox One console itself, it looks just battered and beaten and bloodied up. It looks incredible if you're into battle damage stuff, and it's even etched in around the D-pad there where you could feel it. And the scratch marks, just like on the console itself, you could just feel it and it feels just awesome. And the A, B, and X and Y have different fonts, and the back is like a darker red. And the scratch marks are just take detail to a whole different level with these special editions. It looks absolutely incredible. And you have the Phoenix symbol on the back of it, and on the top you have black RB, LB, LT, and RT buttons. And then you have 4 right there etched in. And of course you have the guide button that's in black with the red X. Now let's turn it on and see what noises it makes. Hit the guide button. And it makes a special sound right there, right when you power it on. Whether you hit it with your finger or whether you hit it with the guide button, it will turn on and make that sound just like that. And of course in the settings you could turn it off if you wish. When you turn it off, this is the sound it makes. Awesome. Now when you pop a disc in, say for instance Deadpool, love this movie, it doesn't make any sound when you insert it, but when you eject it, it'll make this weird sound. Pretty crazy. Now here's a comparison with the old Xbox 360 Gears of War console. And the old one has silver on the top and it has a glossy finish to it. So it looks nicer, I guess you could say, because of that glossy finish. But it doesn't have all the scratch marks and battle damage, and it just doesn't feel, it doesn't seem just as good as this Xbox One in my opinion. Yeah, it looks prettier, but the battle damage and all the scratch marks and the different paint, it just has so much life to it, like it's been through a war. And I just love it. Yeah, I would say for the 360 days, yeah, that was the nicest console edition that you could get. But yeah, for the Xbox One S so far too, it seems like Gears of War hit it on the nail again, and it just looks just as lovely, but in a slightly different style. Instead of looking pretty, it looks battered and beaten. And the 360 had its own custom sounds as well. You would turn it on, and when you would turn it off as well. Eject button made its own sound too. So if you're interested in a limited edition Xbox One, I think this would be the one to get. This is probably my favorite limited edition console I've probably ever gotten. I just love the battle damage. I just love all the detail that went into it. Even the packaging was great, even though I ripped it, unfortunately. And it comes with its own colored stand as well. They just did an incredible job on this Xbox. And the controller, can't forget the controller. Wow, it is just a beautiful console. It even has the special sounds as well. They just went all out with this thing. And it comes with the 2TB hard drive and the $100 edition of Gears of War 4. So when you look at it, if you take out the $100 edition of Gears of War 4, it comes out to $350, which is cheaper than if you were to buy a 2TB Xbox on its own, which would come out to $400. So really you're getting the Gears of War 4 for $50 instead of $100. So I guess you could see it as a good deal if you're interested in that version of Gears of War 4. But yeah, it's an awesome console. I just love it. They went all out in this thing. It is awesome. I stare at it all the time, just loving it. It is really freaking cool. So I highly recommend it if you're into limited edition Xbox Ones or Xbox One S or just battle damage stuff. It's awesome. So anyways, that is my review of the Xbox One S Gears of War limited edition console. Thank you for watching. Now we'll catch y'all in the next one. Bye bye.